Go on, let me hear.
Yes. What's happening?
What's happening? Tell them who you are, boss man.
Your boy Kallahan, the coolest, is in the building right now, man. Hanging out with Valencia. What's up, baby?
Hey, man, the city is loving you. The school is appreciating you for coming all this way, and I appreciate you for taking part in my event in May.
As well.
The Orlando Passport Project, of course.
Truly appreciate being there as well. It was dope.
It was a dope event. Honestly, it was the first event that we actually did at Soundbar.
Oh, nice.
So we've been doing other events, like we're doing open mics. We've done comedy shows. So this is our first, that was our first event where we actually took it to another level of actually taking it and putting the platform really together about just being music and taking it from there.
It was really, really dope, man. There was a lot of great artists in the building, and then the people that you guys had judging, that was really dope too. They were all down to earth, and we had a chance to kind of vibe. It was a lot of love in the building that night.
I'm glad you felt that way. I'm trying to definitely put together events where people can understand and be themselves, you know what I mean, and see themselves be a part of something bigger and better for the city of Orlando, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So that's the whole point of the Orlando Passport Project. Remember, the motto was part showcase, part concert, all for Orlando. Hey. This man definitely put on for the city. He's a local talent, and definitely tell us. We're gonna get back into telling you, Nathan. You tell everybody about yourself.
Yeah,
no, I'm saying I'm a little caught up. It's been a week. You know what I'm saying it's been a hell of a week. But letting you tell about yourself and let everybody know who you are, what you actually do in the city outside of just being an artist.
Yes, that's awesome. You asking me the question?
No, we're gonna get some music.
Okay.
And then he also has 3 records that he's gonna share with us today. 4 records, and definitely everybody stay tuned in. Of course, is the Thursday night school here at Valencia College Radio, and we're gonna be turning up.
Oh, hopmusic.com, HANNMUSIC, hopmusic.com. Go and look it up.
Shout out to everybody who's tuned in on Facebook Live.
Shit, y'all.
All right, so make sure you reshare this link for me, Han. All right?
I'm about to. I'm trying to get logged in right now.
Get logged in, baby.
Expect me not to eat you when I was starving, you ain't feed me. And now nigga fed up. Yeah. Got 2 kids and plus I'm broke. We been sleeping on the floor, and all you say is keep your head up. I'm fed up. I'm fed up. Fed up. Fed up. Fed up. Fed up. Fed up. Selling no bites out my door into the field of the sun. Selling no bites out my mama door. Yeah, feeling like I gotta get it and I get it, I want some more. Yeah, I got 2 children, I want some more, but right now I can't afford it. Selling the box at the bottom, bid until they got on the phone. Yeah, just trying to keep on the table. I'm just trying to keep it stable. I'm just trying to feed my babies. Ain't nobody give me no favor. Yeah, bills due, rent late, lights out, can't see any big. Fuck all that friendships, and last year. Ain't nobody been real by myself. I did it on my own, I ain't asking for no help. I been in and out of home, sleeping no blow for real. And my pride won't let me ask for help. Cause lately I've been hard, slowly, Lord. How you expect me not to eat you when I was starving, you ain't feed me? And now nigga fed up. Yeah. Got 2 kids and plus I'm broke. We been sleeping on the floor, and all you say is keep your head up. I'm fed up. I'm fed up. Fed up. Fed up. Fed up. Fed up. Selling no bites out my door into the vehicle. They cut out the light with a warning. A vision notice in the morning. I had a BBC that want me. She was pregnant but got in the bush. Everything I ever loved, I took from me. All you see is pain, no love when you look at me. I swear the niggas ain't shit. How you say you love a nigga, you don't even like my Instagram feed. Every day I hustle, get a script, my all name gave a nigga shit. They took my brother from me, they took my cousin from me, they took the love out of me. I swear I believe them and they took the fuck out of me. The devil trying to play me and I'm praying I don't lose. Popping medication, drinking booze. Writing suicide notes while I'm making music. Lord, don't let me lose. How you expect me not to eat you when I was starving, you ain't feed me? And now nigga fed up. Yeah. Got 2 kids and plus I'm broke. We been sleeping on the floor and all you say is keep your head up. Fed 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 up. Said I nobody's out my door into the vehicle.
Hey, check in everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's Valencia College Radio. Of course, got my guest, Mr. Kallahan. What's up, boss man?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, sorry about that. We trying to get people's Wi-Fi situated right now. You know, Wi-Fi is the key to life. All right. But Kallahan, tell me, man, where you from? Give you a little bit, brief little background.
So yeah, man, I'm actually originally from Toledo, Ohio.
Ohio.
Yes,
okay.
Sir. Moved down here to Florida. I moved to Jacksonville first. Did a lot of work with my group Vendetta Nation. We got a chance to travel the country, 26 states, 66 cities. Did a lot of work in the city itself, man. We became one of the largest groups there because I was hosting the events with T-Roy from the radio station there, 93.3.
T-E-T-E-R-O-Y.
Yeah,
my boy.
Yeah, it's the homie. So once we finished doing the open mic down there with him, I started actually hosting the event, and it just really blew us up. We used to come down here and promote a lot. And one day I was like, why do I keep going back when I like it so much down here?
That's good. That's a good decision. Hey, I came from Tallahassee, moved down here myself, so I can't really talk bad about the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love it here, man. So it's a beautiful place to be. And, got here, started doing the same thing, hosting a lot of events. It's a lot of independent artists that know me, that I've been able to help, that also have helped me in the process. G Live, God rest his soul. You know, he passed away. That was a guy that helped mentor me during the early stages of what I'm doing. And, now we just making it happen, man. We're back to the music now. You know
Okay. That's good, man. I'm glad, even though you took a break, you came back and you found your passion again. Mm-hmm. And for most artists and most DJs, everybody in entertainment, it's more about passion and also like not just entertaining it, but able to take it to the next level.
Yeah.
So you've been a person that, from what you briefly just explained, you've been a person who's been there, kind of been a part of it, took a little break. What drove you back to it? What brought you back to it?
Well, I never really stopped. I just stopped doing it with my particular group, Vendetta Nation, if you guys want to look them up. We just stopped doing work together for a while because it was time for more growth. We got to a stagnant place where you're spinning your wheels as an artist. I don't know what I need to do. How can we get bigger than this? At the time in Jacksonville, I was doing music for the mayor. I was shaking hands with Martin Luther King Jr.'s son, being there in that environment. So we were at like top tier in Jacksonville, and then moving down here was just because it was like starting over, but at the same time, it was the next level. You got to go. Sometimes you got to go down to go up. Okay. So it was really a starting over situation, but I never stopped.
Okay, so you just had to take a little break and then find the way to get back around.
More growth.
So what has been what's it been like being in Orlando as an artist? I know being as a DJ, it's kind of, you got to find the right type of footing, right people to work with. Sure, I'm sure it's kind of the same here for you. I just know that for me in Orlando, it's been a really really good time of growth. Like identifying myself, identifying how my strengths and just really being able to put my foot down and take ownership of that. So what was that trajectory like for you? Was it something similar, or what type of impediments did you find in your way?
Here in Orlando, I really didn't find. It's been a steamroller. Nothing is holding me back here. What I found that there was a different type of support. The support that we were getting here, it's always been good feedback. I don't know what they say when they go home.
Okay. That's a good point. No, we don't know what you say when you go home. We literally do not have an idea or clue.
I don't know what you say when you go home, but in the moment, there's a lot of good love. I don't know if it's because of the type of music that we do, or if it's because the type of city that we're in.
Okay.
But the respect has always been there here in Orlando. The support has always been here in Orlando. And, you know, I'm grateful to have it. So I don't really think there's anything that's really held me back other than the thing that holds everybody back, which is themselves.
Okay,
and
good point.
And then the fact that, you know, you can't sell anything to yourself. There's no such thing as a self-made millionaire. So in order for you to have growth, you have to go out and tell other people about what it is that you're doing.
Educate them.
Yeah.
Educate them.
Yeah.
He said, well, hey, we got Fat Boy Fresh. He was at the show. So what's up, Fat Boy Fresh? Thanks for tuning in.
Fat Boy Fresh, what's up?
But yeah, man, so as you're educating yourself, as you're going through this period of growth, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure you found people along the way that actually helped you identify what you need to do or how you're going to press that.
Yes.
So as an independent artist, this is one thing about Orlando Passport Showcase, Orlando Passport Project. It's really for artists to learn how to really promote themselves, get on stage, learn how to perform, grow as artists. And in Orlando music, like you said, the Orlando music scene is very unique. Like you said, we artists, DJs included, must support each other, find a way to understand how to connect with each other and learn how to network properly. So what was your first person that you found here? Do you have somebody that you reached out to?
Actually, when I very first got here, I wasn't here yet. We brought a tour from Jacksonville, and I got with a few different promoters that were already here doing things at the Avon Lounge, 57 West, things of that nature. So I hooked up with a group called Family Gang. That's Fredo Peens, that I was really dealing with, him and my homeboy Dizzle Funk, a phenomenal DJ. So I hooked up with them, brought a group of artists, like 20 artists from Jacksonville to see them, and also a friend of mine, PK, who was doing My City Mondays at the time.
Okay, I've heard of My City Mondays.
Yeah, so I met both of those guys before I actually got here. And then once I got here, those are the guys that I started to work with right away. And then I met G Live from doing it as well. And the great thing about what I've done, when you have someone like Family Gang, they do more hip hop. You have someone like G Live who's doing more gutter, you know, music. And then you have PK, who was just bringing in anybody that wanted to do stuff. Yeah. So I had a chance to kind of deal with all these different types of artists and then start bringing them together in minds. So whatever I did was always a mix, which is what Orlando really is.
Yeah.
I mean, I met female Puerto Rican rappers that's doper than, you know.
You got little Jocelyn Hernandez is running around out here. Little Jocelyn's out here.
Yeah,
let me find out. Miss, look at the camera. Miss Jocelyn, I'm looking for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, even someone like my homegirl, Naughty Vendetta, she's raw.
Naughty Vendetta, shouts out to you.
And she sings. So you know, you got
to bring in the next one, man.
Oh yeah, well, she definitely need to come out. She'll support. She's a writer now, so she getting them writer's checks. She don't want to get out as much.
She's getting them big checks now. All right,
right, for like the show Stars and for Power and stuff like that. So she's doing well right now.
And that's what's up. First off, not very many people know how to change directions. You gotta be able to move multiple directions. Correct. You gotta be able. You can't just be like as a DJ. I first came out here. I was like doing this. I'm like, okay, I'm just doing hip hop stuff, doing the college parties. Then you gotta learn like there's a whole nother lane. Other markets. You do this top 40 stuff. I have friends who one of my boys. Shouts out to DJ Venom. He's gonna check it out. But he also he's doing like the lanes where he's DJing for like for store openings and corporate events and stuff. So yeah, he actually this past week was actually out doing the Adidas show at Portland, Oregon.
Fire.
He DJed for Victoria's Secret. He opened the door for me to DJ for Victoria's Secret and H&M. But there's some DJs or some artists who don't understand, like, once you open the door to all this other ways of making money, all this other ways of networking, all this other opportunities, that's when you experience your biggest part of growth. And I think that's one thing you can say for your story, the beginning part of your story.
I would say having had the opportunity to be around so many different people, literally going and shaking these people's hands, you always take something from everybody.
True.
You can learn a lot from a dummy. So going to these events and watching people, even if they're not good, first of all, they know somebody that you don't know. And just because you don't like necessarily their music doesn't mean that you don't have to like them as a person, because they might be great people and have bad music, or bad people and have great music. So you don't treat anyone wrong, but you start shaking those hands, and sooner or later you start getting this camaraderie, and you start like I said, watching some of these people, even though that maybe they didn't do well on the stage, now I can see how I can make myself better and in a loving way give them some advice so that they can better themselves in the moment as well.
Very true.
And we both learn from that experience and we both grow. A lot of people get upset when someone tries to give them constructive criticism, but you also got to realize you have to look at yourself. How did you give that criticism? You know, did you do it with love or did you do it like, oh man, you should have just did this? And, you know, people will take it differently with your intentions. What are your intentions when you do it? So I think being out there and shaking those hands, I think that's what really helped me to grow a lot, and taking in those different energies from those different people. You can't do anything but grow from that.
Very much so. Very much so. We're actually we've been on Facebook Live, so you're definitely checking us out. If you're on Facebook Live and tuning into us right now, please reshare this chat. It's going to be real in depth. Shouts out to Valencia College Radio for having us, of course. And of course, thank you. Shouts out to Kallahan and his beautiful wife. She don't want to get on the mic. She's trying to be shy. But you know what? We're going to play your first record that we have is going to be All Stars. Tell us a little bit about that record.
All Stars, it actually won the 104.5 Who Got Next contest last year. We got a chance to perform this record in front of 7,000 people for at New Year's at the Beecham, and it really was good. But the song itself is really just saying pretty much what we were just talking about. We are all stars. I'm an all-star at what I do. You can be an all-star at what you do. We are all stars in the progress, man. And as long as you're moving forward with your life, you can be that. So
facts. So shouts out to everybody tuning in right now. If you are on this chat right now, if you're under the power of our voice, please reshare this video. If you're an up-and-coming artist from Orlando or wherever you're from, please reshare this video. We're gonna be dropping gems of knowledge. Ain't that right?
Oh, definitely.
So here's his first song, Kallahan, All Star.
It's the Don DJ Spyda. We gonna make it, we gonna make it. We world class all stars, baby, we all stars. They can't take it, they can't take it. We world class all stars, baby, we all stars. We gonna make it, we gonna make it. We world class all stars, baby, we all stars. They can't take it, they can't take it. We world class all stars, baby, we all stars. And we gonna
take it to another level, better to the metal, never settle for the ghetto, rather live incredible. Got a few chicks on my testicles, but I'd rather get this money on my schedule. Moving commas and decimals, focused on residual. Not afraid of being individual, unpredictable, irresistible, inexplicable. Get it from the muscle, been through the struggle, look like money, feel like power. Right back at it every 24 hours. Never been a coward or a follower, believing, bleeding for what I believe in. Greed and envy in the mind of many, so I avoid any negative energy. I'm finna be a lesson in my industry. When I hit the stage for the electricity,
we gonna make it, we gonna make it. We world class all stars, baby, we all stars. They can't take it, they can't take it. We world class all stars, baby, we all stars. We gonna make it, we gonna make it. We world class all stars, baby, we all stars. They can't take it, they can't take it. We world class all stars, baby, we all stars. And we gonna
it don't stop but never come down. Sun up to sundown, trust me. Speak so real, I must be. So clean, make this cat look dusty. Don't test me. Get your jaw swole up, dizzy, Gillespie. I'm the choice of a new generation. I'm the new Presley. King of my own mind, and my thoughts is gold mine. Quality never goes out of style, watch the crowd go wild. When it's showtime, blazing up my window. This from a go-getter. Baby, I'm a smooth criminal. And this beat that thriller. Track warm up and the drums go gorilla.
We gonna make it, we gonna make it. We world class all stars, baby, we all stars. They can't take it, they can't take it. We world class all stars, baby, we all stars. We gonna make it, we gonna make it. We world class all stars, baby, we all stars. They can't take it, they can't take it. We world stars. And we gon' make it. 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 We gonna make it. We gonna make it. We world class all stars. Baby, we all stars. They can't take it. They can't take it. We world class all stars. Baby, we all stars. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. We world class all stars. Baby, we all stars. They can't take it. They can't take it. We world class all stars. Baby, we all stars. And we gonna.
Yeah, we're gonna make it, baby.
Check. That of course is Kallahan Shaw.
Kallahan the coolest.
My boy out here. What's your nickname on that?
Kallahan the coolest.
Kallahan the coolest, all right?
Handmusic.com.
Say it one more time.
Handmusic.com.
That's Handmusic.
HANNMUSIC.com. You know, I got clothes, got music,
All right.
opportunities.
This man got merch opportunities.
Mhm.
Okay.
I create this stuff on my own, man. I sit there, I got on my own shoes right now. You know what I mean? I just opened up the business. I'm actually registered with Sunbiz in the state of Florida. You know, Hand Music.
See, people need to understand. You understand right there. He's saying he has everything registered and licensed.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing a lot of artists don't understand about licensing and getting an LLC if they're gonna have an entertainment group.
Yeah.
They don't understand how to get their stuff registered on BMI or ASCAP. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for stopping in and let's take a little bit of time. I'll talk about the business aspect of music.
Yes.
We know right now that Lil Wayne,
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne Carter, if you prefer,
Yeah.
has been vindicated, if you will.
Okay.
He has won his lawsuit against Baby and
nice.
Cash Money
Nice.
and the Universal, so he's free.
Yes.
And also news has been broken. He will be releasing the Carter 5
Here
this
we go.
summer. Blockbuster,
Yes,
blockbuster
sir.
coming near
Yes,
you.
sir.
So that being said about business, how important is it for you to get your P's and Q's together?
Well, if you want to make any money in the rap game, how are you going to make your money if you don't have your things registered? So you have to be registered with your BDS so that when things play, it's like that just played here, I'll get for that spin, I'll be compensated. I'm also with ASCAP themselves. Being with ASCAP gives me the opportunity for them to search radio for those spins to make sure that I get paid. Also, my on stage, even coming in just performing with you, when we did the show, I got paid to be there. I got paid to perform because I was able to write it off as another performance through my ASCAP. Also, all of my spins, I'm signed up with a thing called DistroKid. You should probably look that up if you're an artist yourself, which makes your music available through all of the streaming and all of the online stores. So once your stuff is available in those places, now you get someone like Sound Exchange which is another type of pro, which is like ASCAP, BMI, or CSAC, except they scour the internet for your music being played. I signed up with them years ago and never finished my sign-up sheet. As soon as I finished it, I got $100 check.
Cut it.
Check.
That's
Cut
what's
the
up.
check.
The business side is real.
Yeah, you got to get it, man. You get paid for everything that you do as long as you do what you're supposed to do in the process. Make sure your copyright is in order, because if you don't own it, then who does?
Not you.
Anybody who decides that they want to.
Exactly. Look, I'm loving the business talk.
Yeah, make sure that you have your distribution together, and make sure that you are your own. I can't even call the word right now, man. I'll get back to y'all on that. But.
Okay, I'm like what I'm hearing right now. But that being said, with your business sense, how do you feel about Lil Wayne finally getting vindicated with this situation? We gonna get that Carter 5. Are you a fan of Lil Wayne?
I am a fan of Lil Wayne. I think that he should have never been in that situation, but I understand how he got there. You know, when he was so young that it didn't matter. Only the money mattered in the time frame. But once he realized, I know he stopped for a while, went back to business school. Once he realized how he was getting the short end of that stick.
Of course,
like let's go ahead.
And you think people would learn after we had NWA go through it, TLC go through it,
yeah,
and people on his own label going through it.
Well, once again, we are our own worst enemies. We are holding ourselves back. All the information is at your fingertips. All you have to do is take the time to look.
Okay, all right. So now that you've now you told me a little bit about yourself, gave you your opinions on that.
Mm-hmm.
One more opinion only matters here. Drake, Pusha T,
lost.
Okay, give me your. We gotta dig into it. What was the reason?
Honestly, when I first heard Pusha T's record, I was like, "Oh, he did it. He decided to go at this guy. All right, that's cool." And that was the first record. And I was like, wow, he did his thing. And it was good to really just hear Pusha T rhyming.
Yeah.
Right.
We've been missing on that for a little bit.
But then I heard Drake's response and I was like, this guy's the truth.
You liked up.
I liked the first, yeah. The only response.
Yeah.
When he did the response, it was like, even though what he was saying wasn't necessarily to the favor of himself, it was all facts.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And he hit him with them facts. And I was like, man, this guy's the truth.
And I liked how he pulled line by line.
Yeah.
He took his time.
Yes.
And he crafted it very well. That's one thing about Drake will do. He'll make a record that will ring on the radio, ring on your headphones, ring on SoundCloud. That's how he pretty much beat you to death by having his song be so good.
But then the record after that.
Oh yeah, the story of Adidon. Nobody was prepared. Nobody was prepared.
Just the photo alone was enough to be like, "Whoa, what is going on here?"
No, that was a punch in the gut.
I thought it was fake. I was like, "There's no way." I was like, "Oh man, he didn't Photoshop this guy's face in blackface. That's terrible. Why would he do that?"
But when the truth came out, that's actually really him.
That's really him. And I was like, "Wow!" So I had to hear the record. I'm disappointed that the record didn't focus a little more on that. He just kind of said one line about it, but everything else he said, like, man, he just really aired that boy out.
He aired him out.
You didn't have to do him like that.
But no. Here's my opinion on that, boss man. As soon as I don't fault Pusha T for going there.
I don't.
But it sounded a little like overkill because all Drake said was, "I put a ring around you like Virginia Williams." He didn't say nothing bad about your girl. And he ain't say I smashed her.
Yeah.
He didn't say nothing.
Since you want to bring her up.
Yeah. Since you brought up names. Since you brought that's what it was. Since you brought up names. Let me go into my little black book. Yeah, let me make some phone calls.
Boy, killing ants with a sledgehammer.
Exactly. But I gotta play a little about it in the background. You know what I'm saying? But also in the news, what do you think of Kanye's Ye album?
Oh, the new joint.
The new seven song joint.
Man, I am a fan. I also heard some of Pusha T's new record, new album, and it's all right. But that new Kanye, I just think he decided to go ahead and tell some truth, and I like the beats. I like how it's put together. It's I can listen to it on the way anywhere and pretty much get through the whole thing. But it's at least 5 records on there out of the 7 that I'm really digging. What's the I Murdered You? Or Last Night I Thought About Killing You?
Oh, Last Night I Thought that was crazy.
Yeah, when you start
and the intro was oh my god.
I didn't even almost turned it off.
Like, it's too much fire.
It's too much.
Too much fire.
It's too much. I'm like, bro, really? And I had to take it just for what it was. Like, I love myself way more than I love you.
Like,
so
ooh.
I was like, oh,
okay, fine. Yeah. But we all knew that about Kanye though. Like, we knew Kanye, that was his personage. One thing I loved about it personally is that he was on that level of, because everybody was getting Jay-Z, that 444, that's some grown man. I don't want to hear that.
Yes.
But no, it was Kanye's version of me being a grown man, me accepting my flaws.
I think so.
And me explaining what I've been through. I just wish he didn't do all that crazy shit first.
Yeah.
He could have done the crazy shit after the record dropped. But because I think what the crazy stuff did took the focus off the music.
Good.
You wanted that?
He wanted that because he needed that attention to be, the awareness to be there. And I think it was a smart move. What they say, even bad publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, hold on a second. Jay Chat, you know Kallahan, bro?
Hey, Jay Chad.
You know my boy Jay Chat?
Yeah, Jacksonville, right?
Duval, of course.
County,
the R&B Corona, man. He's a homie.
That's the homie.
Jay, I didn't know you knew Kallahan, man. This is the man who done came to my event and smashed it up and won my shit. Took my $150. Took my studio time.
Yeah.
Your boy done did. Why you ain't tell me, Jay? Why you ain't tell me he was this nice?
Living.
But please reshare the video, by the way, chat. Please reshare the
share
chat.
that joint. Make sure you get with me, Jay.
Yeah, he's gonna be coming. I'm trying to get him in town for another event. So he won't be at my event, but I've been trying to get him to push up to bigger stuff because he's been kind of doing what he's got to do
for a long time, man. He's good at what he does too. I'm proud of him.
Very proud of him. Very proud of him. Yeah, he won the event. Yeah, he raw, but he took my money. That's the problem, Jay. He took my goddamn money because of your ass. All right. But back to what we was talking about, man. I think Ye did a grown man move.
Yeah, I see.
And that's what we needed him to do. That's what we've been waiting for him to really do.
Especially with all of the things that haven't been happening to him.
Yes, exactly.
Recently, he needed to be able to. I think people, because they see what's happening in his regular life and where he's faltering, they don't expect him to still be as creative as he is and still be the great artist that he is. You forget.
Yeah.
And so I wrote that as one of my statuses. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I forget.
But also, I think the problem was that he was too busy chasing the sound with Yeezus and The Life of Pablo. Yeah. But now with Ye, you can kind of hear that he's back in his headspace. He knows where he wants to be. He knows where he wants to be. Yeah. And it's like, okay, I'm going to try to, because that's one thing Drake does. Drake is good at chasing the art and getting with the people to make it sound consistent with what's going on. Ye, you are the creator, Ye. Find what you like and then take that and then mix it up. Whip the pot a little bit. And then you'll find the next step of his evolution. That's what Ye did. Yeah. And I think that's what's good. Also, we also have confirmation that Kanye and Kid Cudi's dual album together. It will still be 7 songs. Nice. But Kid See Ghost will be releasing this weekend. So everything is 777 for Kanye right now. So Tiana Taylor, I think, is after this. I think there's a couple more good music people for the rest of the summer.
Well, just another quick tip for the artists that's out there. There's no, first of all, as an independent artist, you should not probably be trying to push more than one song because that's where you got to put all of your energy and your power into.
Very facts.
But if you are going to do albums, you should never do more than 10 songs at this particular junction because everything else is wasted because you can only sell them for $10 online or 99 cents per song. So if you do anything other than that, you're doing it for free.
He's dropping gems, dropping jewels, y'all.
100.
One thing I also got to say on that, since it's the era of streaming, surely nowadays it's a different music scene than when you first came in.
Absolutely. And
I'm 28, so I'm age myself. So when I was younger, I had the CDs. I'm also audiophile, so I have like stacks of actual LPs at my mom's house I haven't brought here. So I keep it away because I know one thing, I'll just lose it. Somebody's gonna pick it up and move it. Be gone. So for you, how is that transition? Even though we're still young in the game as our age, how is the transition for you, understanding how the streaming scene has gone?
I'm actually just still learning, and once I got that, well, what I realized for me with the ASCAP, make sure you get those pays for actually performing. That's something that you can do. And then I started focusing on the streaming because I only want to focus on the things that are actually bringing in income. So now it's still new to me as far as getting paid for it, but now we're pushing out those things that are going to say I don't send people to SoundCloud. It makes no sense. I send them to Apple Music or I send them to Spotify.
Facts.
Because that way, if I'm focusing on the money is bound to come. Yes. But I've only been doing that this year with the streaming itself. Besides the downloads are almost dead. Okay. So we just went from downloads. We were doing pretty well with the downloads. Now we're focusing on the streaming. We're doing about 2,000 streams a day on our song Ola Ola A. And Ola A. So we're doing about 2,000 streams a day, and I don't know what that's going to equate to later. But sometimes it's 100 streams, sometimes it's 500 streams, sometimes it's 1,000, sometimes it's 2,000. But it fluctuates. by our promotions of it.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you keep putting them out there, you'll get it. I don't know what the money is yet, but the money is going to be there.
Exactly. So you're doing the thing that not very many artists know how to do yet. Is just stick to it and think it out. Take your time. Let's be real.
Focus on the things that make you money, man.
Focus on things that make you money and learn how to make the money. No, it's not going to come overnight.
It won't.
It won't.
But the thing is, if something makes you $1, it can make you $2.
Facts.
But if it doesn't make you $1, you're wasting your time. You can, if you, I was about to get real raunchy. You can have sex all day.
There you go.
But if it ain't making you no money,
facts.
You're losing. You're losing energy. You're losing time. You're not doing that. There's girls that get paid thousands, hundred thousands of dollars to do
the
that
problem
stuff.
is, bro,
and then it's your
if you ain't coming, money ain't gonna come either. You feel me?
Correct.
But one thing I gotta say is I appreciate your hustle. Your grind's been there, and that's one thing I'm glad we're having this conversation, because when we share this, artists will get something from this.
I hope so.
They will understand, like, as an independent artist, that's one real reason I always want the independent artist to understand is when you come to my event, you're not just gonna pick up facts about, oh, I'm just gonna perform. You're gonna have somebody judge you who actually has been in that seat.
Right.
You're also gonna have my cousin Nicole Ray of
she was cool.
Stamped in the Streets Radio, you know what I'm saying? And see, I'm losing my head because we have a good conversation. But you're going to get that fact, that understanding of, like, yo, this is what we need to learn. How to make a good song, what people are listening for on the radio. If you want to get on the radio, you need to know what they're actually wanting to hear from you. And then when you get artists like Chris Stahl, who's been in the game for like 10 plus years.
That's a great guy, man.
Exactly. You're going to get people who also involved in management type of thing. You're going to get people who do distribution going to come down eventually. I have to wait for those guys to come down in September, because he runs around the country. So, but the whole thing is what you can look like from artists like Kallahan, artists who are actually out here doing it independent and have a voice, who have knowledge. They're going to teach you how they got there. They're going to talk to you how they got there. You're going to come to my event and network with local artists who are actually on their feet on the ground doing it. And that's one thing. That's probably the reason why you won, because you have all this experience, all this understanding, and then it just came through in the music.
I don't know if that's why I won, but because I got all this energy.
I mean, but there's some people who don't understand how to perform.
True.
Period. Like, I'll be real with you. The first time I heard Pussy Nigga by, of course, shouts out to boy Whoop. Whoop. To Whoop.
Congratulations, Whoop.
Yeah, he's out. He's free. But the thing is, my first time seeing him on stage was in Tallahassee, Florida at Coliseum, the biggest club in the city.
Nice.
And the problem was, I'm watching him on stage. He didn't know how to perform.
He was rapping to his shoes.
He's just rapping, standing there. And I'm like, throwing some hands. We got pens, brother. Let me get a pen right here. Okay, we got people interrupting me for some pens, dog. Like, it's okay. Hold on.
Gotta sign them checks.
So y'all saw everything.
Sign
okay.
checks.
But one thing I can say is, you know how to perform. You understood how to get the judges involved. We had about 60 people in there. You understand how to get that small crowd involved, and that's important. So
if you can't get the small crowd involved, how do you expect to get a large crowd?
I expect to get 7,000, 100, 200, 300 people. You'll never happen.
Never happen.
But you know what? We're going to play that song, Hola, Hola, Ay.
Hey.
Hola, Hola, Ay. Give us a little background about this song for us.
That actually was produced by Ayo, the producer.
Ayo. I got to talk to him, too.
Yeah,
tell him to holler at me.
You got the homie V12 on that record at the end. We got a dope video for that. There's also a dope video for All Stars. Y'all can look those up. Go to handmusic.com, HANNMUSIC.com. And then you also see my producer, Track Formers. He didn't produce this particular record, but most of the Love, Truth, and Dollars album he actually produced. So
when did you drop the Love, Truth, and Dollars album?
That was the beginning of this year. So
where can they get that, boss man?
Beginning of this year. HANN handmusic.com.
So we branding the hell out you tonight. You know that?
Or you can go to whichever music site suits you, and you can search Love, Truth, and Dollars, and it's going to pop up. Even if you just search it on Google, it'll pop up. If you search my name, Kallahan, KALLAHANN, that's 2 N's.
2 N's.
It'll pop up. Everything pops up. Hand Music, all these stuff that for me, I'm like 12 to 13 pages just by my name, even just my album. The way that I put Love, Truth, and Dollars together, no one has ever done it before, so it all comes back to me. So it's just crazy.
Facts. And look, guys, he's wearing his own shirt.
Oh yeah.
Where you got the hand music pants on.
The pants.
You got the shoes on. Throw the shoes out here. Throw the shoes out.
You know
the shoes out here. You know what I'm saying? The hat right there. It's what you call having merch.
Yeah. Normally I have on the watch too, but
hand music watch.
I had to Invicta today. So.
I got those. I says watches.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna drop his new record, Hola Hola A. Y'all check him out. And make sure you check out his music video on YouTube, okay?
They ain't know me then, but they know me now. All we do is win. Let me show you how. I stay in the wind, money on my mind. All I do is hustle, all I do is grind. I'm on the block like hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. I'm on the block like hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Hey yo, I'm on the block like hola, hola, ayy, hola, hola, ayy, hola, hola, ayy, hola, hola. $100 a mic in the book bag. Changed my life, I never look back. Made a few friends, made a lot of fans. Took a chance, now I'm so advanced. Travel the country on both coasts. Now even Nick can repost. That's what we doing the same thing. But I was on stage with Lil Wayne. Hosted the concert, but I live. People get inspired by how I live. New Year's Eve at the beach, yo. Headline performance with D-Strong. 7,000 people couldn't be wrong. Riding me a car show, rich homie Quan. That was me and Trap from his lip putting on. I wonder if the haters would admit they was wrong. It really doesn't matter cause they keep adding momentum. Dress shoes, dress like fresh, no denim. Can't walk in my shoes cause they don't fit them. Set my goals and I gon' get them. Yeah, but they know me now. All they do is win. Let me show you how. I stay in the wind. Money on my mind. All I do is hustle. All I do is grind. I'm on the block like hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. I'm on the block like hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. I'm on the block like hola, hola, hey. Hola, hola, hey. Hola, hola, hey.
Hey, hola, hola, hey. You know this
people
song?
be in the streets like there he is.
Hey.
I'm all with some various areas. I said I never changed, whatever never did. And the cash would have never changed. Making a way out of no way. I've been asking for more. Making a change. I've been profiting more. This is my will. It's always a way. Tomorrow ain't promise. It's always a day. Turning my grind, polish my shine. Time at the time and no can rewind. Cherish the moment, promoting the movement. I'm living my life through the positive music. I'm casting these checks, checking these hoes. Demand my respect as the rest of me grow. Jacksonville, Tampa, Orlando, Ohio. Toledo, Detroit, Michigan, on 8 Mile. Eugene, Oregon, Pasadena, Seattle. Battle in Venice, the beach, and in Cali. Got lost up and up with Just J. Jones and she ain't know me then, but they know me now. All we do is win.
Yeah.
Let me show you how.
It's hand
I stay in the wind.
music.com.
Money on my mind. All I do is hustle.
What we gonna do?
All I do is grind. I'm on the block like hey yo.
Hey,
Hey yo.
this is Kallahan's
Hey,
Hola
yo.
Hola A record, all right?
Hey yo. I'm on the block like
Make sure
hey
you
yo.
check it out on all streaming services and
Hey, yo.
platforms.
Hey yo. Hey yo. I'm on the block like
What we say,
hola, hola,
what
hey.
we say,
Hola, hola,
what we
hey.
say,
Hola, hola,
say
hey.
what?
Hola,
I'm
hola.
having a record like
Right about with that, yeah, yo. Flip Virgin over that payload. Getting cash money like Rollo. Them birds move when I say so. Hey yo, underlay peso. All face, straight off the East Coast. Hold up, act like you know. Now that we're winning, trying to run up the scope. Ain't spell hustle without STL. You can smell money if you know how it smell. Them long nights trying to catch us. Them jail cells was like an epic fail. Do it for the money, not self gratification. Get to the money, your mind can't stay station. Beating without emotion, loyal for motion. So first and not ever, I'm gonna feel
Hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. I'm on the block like hey yo.
Chat, let me know what y'all think of this record.
Hey yo.
It's Kallahan Hola
Hey,
Hola
yo,
A
I'm on the
featuring
block.
B12, Orlando's own, Duval's own. Travel around the country. On tour. He's now in Orlando. He is giving a lot to the music scene, of course. But you know what? One thing I gotta let everybody know who's under the power of my voice, who's watching this video right now or watching it later on the replay on their Facebook. July 17th. What's up, boss man?
July 17th is going all the way down, man. You told me where we was going to be, but I don't remember.
Okay, it's all good.
Okay.
Soundbar is going down at Soundbar, Orlando Passport Project, Part 2.
Part 2. And I will be one of the headliners, so I'm super excited about that. It's going all the way up, man. It's a lot of things.
All the way up, of course.
Make sure y'all go on to hopmusic.com.
He be dropping the flyer on it. Look at this branding.
You will see all of the dates coming up.
Any media training, he been media trained. He been working with him on his media training. She ain't paying attention. You ain't know. She ignoring me. Oh, well, y'all saw me get played out here.
But y'all see her shirt too. Love, Truth, and Dollars.
Love, Truth, and Dollars, the album shirt right there. Kallahan the coolest, of course.
Yeah, produced by Trackformers.
Trackformers. Is this Olala A is on the album?
Correct.
Okay, so that's probably the one of very few tracks that's not produced by him.
And the thing is, that's one of those things, man. It's like 20 songs on that album, man. So I learned my lesson the hard way too. Everybody got to bump their head.
Well, of course, but the thing is when you talk about Chris Brown, put the 45 songs out there. Yeah. But one thing is like he knows over 45 songs is going to turn into maybe the first 10 songs this month, next month, next year going to turn the last 20 songs. Right. You can actually work out the promotion of that, pushing it later into the. But I don't, like you said, I'm not a fan of that either. I think the 7 songs are just bite sized enough.
That's good. Yeah.
It's like we know. You're looking at me. I'm gonna put it down. But they're just bite sized enough for you to like, hey, I can get through this record. I can listen to the whole album, and then on top of that, not just listen to the whole album, but I can bring it back and not feel like like 7 songs.
I want to hear it again.
Like five times 7, that's 35, maybe 40 minutes.
Yeah, I want to hear it again, and then at the same time, it was enough for me to digest it as a project.
Of course.
You know what I mean? I can digest that as a project and be like, okay, yeah, I like what he did.
Yeah. I think one thing that Kanye is doing, here's my thing. Everybody's good music as a whole, they're all dropping 7-song albums. So you can literally go through the summer. I want to listen to Pusha T. I want to listen to Kid Cudi. I want to listen to Yeezy. I want to listen to Tiana Taylor.
I'm actually excited about that Kid Cudi and him.
Exactly. That's one that gonna do. I'm really want to see Kid Cudi. I didn't like Speed and Bullet, honestly. Unpopular opinion. Unpopular opinion. I'm just saying.
I don't want to speak on that.
Don't kill me in the comments. All right. But one thing I will say is I think he has done a good job of understanding what the younger guys aren't understanding. But he's understanding like the younger guys are making 2-minute songs, but doing a lot 2-minute songs. He's like, I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna make 3-4-minute songs and have less music on my album.
Yeah, I think that's a very powerful move. I don't think you can, obviously, I ain't gonna speak on nobody's music, man, but I don't think you can formulate an idea in less than 3 minutes.
Exactly. I don't think you can communicate it very well.
I don't think so. It's just she said the songs are for clubs.
But not even just that. You have a point. That is a very good point. But also, I think there's an art to what these kids are doing. It's very repetitive, very straight to the point. Meanwhile, if you're going to be like an artist like Kanye or Pusha T, you want to be able to unpack your ideas.
Correct.
You still need to have 3-4 minute songs, but you have to format them the right way. And like you said, I might not give you 15 songs on an album, but they're going to be all 2 minutes. I'm going to give you 7 songs or 8 songs or 10 songs at most, but they're going to be have the meat to it, the feeling to it. So some people don't understand, like, oh yeah, he has mad records, but he's understanding how the industry is shifting. And that's one thing, like the older generation of artists, like,
and is going. I'm actually noticing now, man, the streaming is what you need, because that streaming is going into YouTube. People are able to, if you put your music up on YouTube, I can just go and download it. So the music is going to be free everywhere. So the streaming is where you really need to be focused now as an artist, because that's where you're going to get your finances from. Every time somebody plays it on YouTube, you got to make sure that YouTube is watching for you. Make sure you monetize everything that you do. And I don't mean through YouTube where they got to put a commercial up. I mean, make sure that you have wherever your music is being distributed from, make sure that you have something on where every time that they're checking on the YouTube.
Facts.
That way, you're getting that streaming money, at least the first time they stream it before they download it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? It's
Facts. You got to be able to understand it's not just one song, one hustle.
Correct.
Like people's like, oh, I got to sell the album, sell the hard copies. But now we have the internet. There's multiple ways to make money. Like Soulja Boy undercovered the first way when he had the ringtones was big.
Ringtones, yes.
Now he's like, okay, ringtones ain't hot no more, but I can get this iTunes money, this Apple money, this Tidal money, this little clip money from Instagram,
and also your sync licensing. You know,
see, man, you dropping. Bruh, he's dropping jewels. What's up, Miss Rachel? And Jay is in the chat. He actually is watching the show. So tag him in your comment. He will actually pop back up to you. Okay, Miss Rachel?
Word.
I see you on here commenting. Call Jay question mark. Okay, I see you. But like, what's up, DJ Weebay? What's up? We gotta get you down here.
What up?
He's from Gainesville's in the house. Gainesville's in the house. But one thing I'll say, like you actually have a very good understanding of how the business works.
Learning,
and you, like I said, you learn it. It's a constant learning practice. I think one thing for me when I first came to DJ game, I just come in and spin records. I'm gonna get paid.
Yeah, nah.
But you gotta understand it's a dance. You gotta
everybody bumps their face on that first one.
Trust me. I bumped my face so hard.
Yeah, that first
maybe it's not first. The first couple of times,
everybody don't wake up after the first time.
Yeah, exactly. You wake up and you go, okay, that did not feel good.
No, I like it.
I am broke. How I make money, and you learn how to make money the business way. Yes. And I appreciate you for talking business and being open to actually discussing how you had to make the moves. And because I think a lot of young artists who are gonna watch this, maybe not tonight, but maybe gonna watch it a week down the road, tomorrow, next 2 weeks,
5 years.
Next couple years, I'm gonna make sure I post this. Is gonna be keeping reoccurring of my old vault of all these interviews. You know what I mean? Because I think this is a very valuable conversation we're having. Because a lot of people don't understand how the business works, and you found out how the business works as you've been doing all these different things. Mm-hmm. So is there anything that you want to look forward to for yourself, your career coming up, like what you got coming down the pipe?
I need something bigger than a pipe.
Okay, funnel.
Well, the thing is,
parachute.
because I just opened the company. There's it's like having a brand new toy. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what I'm capable of doing yet. I know I can write this off and write that off, and it's like, I want to start buying stuff because I create my own clothing. I create it out of my own brain what I want to wear. Now I'm buying my own clothes and I can write it off. So it's like I get it for free.
Free clothes.
It's like, so it's so many things that are going to happen that I can't even foresee yet. But it all starts with just the fact that I believed enough. My lady believes enough in me that we were able to go through the muck.
Yeah, that's you gotta fight. You gotta fight the battle from the ground up.
Yeah, and it's always resistance. There's always going to be resistance, but you have to continue to move through that. That resistance is not to hurt you. That resistance is to make you stronger. When you go and you lift weights, you don't get stronger by holding it on the table. You get stronger by the resistance that it creates. That's what makes your muscles bigger. Facts. So that's how you become a bigger, stronger, better person, especially if you're open-minded. If you're open-minded, then you'll see where you hurt yourself before and you'll do it better the next time. But, some people sleep.
And I'll tell you one thing I had to learn. I'm sure you had to learn this too, that you can't take everybody with you, fam.
No,
you can't save everybody.
You're gonna outgrow them.
You're gonna outgrow them. And also, what's gonna happen is they're gonna fall off on the side.
They're gonna pull you down. The energy does two things. If you're a positive person and you come into contact with a negative person, either they're gonna become positive and stay with you, or you're gonna go down and be negative and stay with them. But there's always going to be something to pull you in. So if you got people around you that's negative, believe you are being negative as well. Even though you might think you're positive, you got a group of people that's negative around you, you're the same. Facts. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to be there.
You wouldn't be able to hang around them.
You wouldn't be able to hang around them.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Exactly. So this is all jewels and gems dropped by you, man. I'm excited for people to watch this. Yeah. I'm excited for people to see this because, like you said, people need to understand that. Like I was telling my young homie who goes to UCF, we were having a conversation. He's like 20, 23, going on 20, 24. He just graduated. He's learning the game as far as becoming a young man and professional in what he does. Mm-hmm. One thing I told him is like, hey, bro, it's not about the intentions that people come with. It's the energy behind the intentions. Because sometimes somebody can say something just to say something. But it's how they say it, and how that touches you that really causes the cascading effect. Mm-hmm. And I think through this video, when people see it, they'll be able to see like the energy that you're giving off, this cascading effect of knowledge and understanding of how your music sounds and what you did to get through the point you're at now. You've been there, you toured, you had to move, you had to rebuild yourself from the ground up.
I lost a lot in the process. I lost a lot of people. I lost a lot of money. I lost a lot of brain cells.
Which unfortunately it does affect you guys. You saw me stuttering earlier in the video. You know what I'm saying? It happens, guys. You're going to get older, but it's okay.
I have to say, man, I've gained so much more in the process. And trust the process. Trust it.
Are we the 76ers now? That's what we are?
What's that?
We the 76ers now? We Philadelphia?
I'm just saying trust the process. Whatever makes it best for y'all to understand that, utilize that. But as long as you trust the process, believe that God didn't put a vision in your mind for you to fail.
Facts. So everybody, y'all make sure y'all follow. Where can they follow you on Instagram, Twitter, all that?
Hopmusic.com. HANNMUSIC.com.
Hey, stand up. Show them the shirt.
Hammusic.com.
So turn this way.
Hammusic.com. You know what I'm saying? It's just, if you go to Ham Music anything, man, you'll find me. HANNMUSIC. If you just Google it, you'll find me. If you go to Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat or whatever you, I don't know what you got now, but if you got it, look up Ham Music.
Hammusic.com. That's with 2 N's.
Yeah, 2 N's.
All right, guys. Well, you can see this guy next, July 17th, with me at Soundbar.
17th.
8 to 12 a.m. at Soundbar. 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. Let's make sure to get that time right. Write it down. 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. Soundbar. This man will be one of our opening acts for our headliner. Our headliner will be Cap 6 out of 850. Shouts to the boys at Cap 6. My boy Nove is their DJ. Okay, Weebay said he wants to hear your track again, brother.
Oh, run it.
Weebay, we're gonna run that back. All right, Weebay, you're gonna hear Ola A is his new record out here in the streets. Shout out to the DJ X. I got DJs checking in. What's up?
Sir, appreciate y'all checking in, man.
All right, so this is
y'all rocking with the boy.
Hey, give him one more time. Tell him where they can find you one more again.
Oh, HANNMUSIC, hammusic.com.
All right, just give him one more intro to this record.
What? Oh, yeah, the record itself. This is Ola A, man. Produced by Ayo, the producer. And you know where we at, man. Now we working out at Titan Studios, so it's going down. Tighten up.
It's going down.
They ain't know me then, but they know me now. All we do is win. Let me show you how. I stay in the wind, money on my mind. All I do is hustle, all I do is grind. I'm on the block like, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. I'm on the block like, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. I'm on the block like, hola, hola, hey, hola, hola, hey, hola, hola, hey, hola, hola. $100 a mic in the book bag. Changed my life, I never look back. Made a few friends, made a lot of fans. Took a chance, now I'm so advanced. Travel the country on both coasts. Now even Nick can't repost. That's what we do when the same thing. But I was on stage with Lil Wayne. Hosted the concert for Talib. People get inspired by how I live. New Year's Eve at the beach, yo. Headline performance with D-Strong. 7,000 people couldn't be wrong. Riding via car show, rich homie Quan. That was me and track from was lit putting on. I wonder if the haters would admit that was wrong. It really doesn't matter cause they keep adding momentum. Dress shoes, dress like fresh, no denim. Can't walk in my shoes cause they don't fit them. Set my goals and I gon' get them. Yeah, but they know me now. All they do is win. Let me show you how. I stay in the wind, money on my mind. All I do is hustle, all I do is grind. I'm on the block like, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. I'm on the block like, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. I'm on the block like, hola, hola, hey, hola, hola, hey, hola, hola, hey. Hola, hola, hey. Random people be in the streets like there he is. I'm always some various areas. I said I never changed, whatever never did. And the cash would've never came. Making a way out of no way. I've been asking for more. Making a change. I've been profiting more. This is my will. It's always a way. Tomorrow ain't promise. It's always a day. Turn on my grind. Polish my shine. Time at the time and no can rewind. Cherish the moment. Promoting the movement. I'm living my life through the positive music. I'm casting these checks. Checking these hoes. Demand my respect as the rest of me grow. Jacksonville, Tampa, Orlando, Ohio, Toledo, Detroit, Michigan, on 8 Mile, Eugene, Oregon, Pasadena, Seattle, Battle in Venice, to Houston and Cali. Got lost up in Oakland with just J. Jones and she ain't know me then,
Bet they know me now. All we do is win. Let me show you how. I stay in the wind, money on my mind. All I do is hustle. All I do is grind. I'm on the block like hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. I'm on the block like hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. I'm on the block like hola, hola, hey. Hola, hola, hey.
DJ
Hola,
XL,
hola,
what's
hey.
up, baby?
Hola, hola.
Ran the block with that yayo. Flip Virgin mobile that payload. Getting cash money like Rollo. Them birds move when I say so. Ayo, ayo, Andale Peso. All face, straight out the East Coast. Hold up, act like you know. Now we're winning, trying to run up the scope. Ain't spell hustle without STL. You can smell the money if you know how it smell. Them long nights trying to catch the seven. Them jail cells was like an epic fail. Do it for the money, not self gratification. Get to the money, your mind can't stay station. Beating without emotion, loyal five motions. The first and the ever, I'm gonna feel
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. I'm on the block like hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. I'm on the block like.
Hey, hey, hola, hola, hey, hey, hola, hola, hey, hey, hola, hola, hey. What's up, everybody? Of course, it's your boy DJ Spyda the Don. I was with Kallahan of Hand Music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He actually brought his records today to check in with me and definitely wants to show everybody what Orlando has to offer at the Orlando Passport Project coming down July 17th. He'll have tickets to sell, y'all.
Yes.
He'll be selling tickets for the event. He'll be performing on stage as a part of the showcase acts. So, once again, give him your information and how they can get in touch with you, boss man.
Man, you can, everything is hannmusic.com. If you want to call me, go to handmusic.com. If you want to find me on Instagram, go to handmusic.com. You want to find me on Facebook, handmusic.com. You want to find our records where they're able to spin, you need a Spotify, go to handmusic.com. You need Apple Music, go to handmusic.com. Bottom line, hannmusic.com. That's where you're going to find me. And if you can't find me there, you didn't use two N's.
And on top of that, you ain't in Orlando and you don't know who to ask, all right? But definitely shouts out to our sponsors, East Room Studios and Watts World Productions. And, of course, Valencia College Radio. He's actually getting ready to bounce.
Yes.
We have a live mix.
Another event tonight.
He's going to be down at the Haven Lounge for the XXL Freshman showcase. I'm not afraid to shout out everybody else's event. Just make sure you don't do it on my day. But I don't know, it's all good. But other than that, I really appreciate you for coming by, boss man. And everybody else, if you're tuned in right now, go to mixler.com/Valencia College Radio. I'll be mixing live for the next 30 minutes on air. So y'all tune in. Of course, it's your boy DJ Spyda the Don.
DJ Spyda the Don.
It's the Don. DJ Spyda.